invite the members on the dais for the second panel discussion on the big debate, HR technology advances, will it take away the human element? I invite Dr. Narendra Kulkarni, Vice President from Goldeye TechnoServe Limited. Mr. Kulvinder Singh, Director, Global Marketing and Communication from Synchron. Mr. Abhijit Parlikar, who is supposed to be the panel moderator, General Manager, Human Resources from John Deere India Private Limited. Mr. Advait Kurlekar, CEO from Upohan Management Consultants. Mr. Kaustubh Badbade, Senior Manager HR from Persistent Systems. And Mr. Yogesh More, Executive Manager Product Development from ADP.
We shall now begin with the felicitation of our guests. I would request Shobna ma'am to felicitate Mr. Abhijit Parlikar, the panel moderator of today's discussion. I would request ma'am to felicitate Mr. Kulvinder Singh. Request Professor Jaideep sir to felicitate Kaustubh Badbade. I request sir to felicitate Mr. Yogesh More. Malar sir. Yogesh More. I now request
Panels are concerned that certain advancements will make their job irrelevant. This is not necessarily true. There will be always a need for human component in HR. Think about it. How strange would it be to have a humanless human resource department? Now I request Raju to brief about the profile of the panel moderator, Mr. Abhijit.
It's my privilege to introduce our second panel moderator, Mr. Abhijit Parlikar, who is currently responsible for leading and driving multiple HR IR ambition projects for all units of John Deere India. Earlier, sir has an experience of 7 years and which involves extensive work on labor relations, safety environment compliances with organizations like Rinda India, Eaton Hydraulics and Suzlon Generators. Mr. Parlikar has extensively worked as a strategic HR professional with 15 plus years of diverse experience in organizational growth, cultural building and change management. As an HR leader, he contributed, advised and supported business leaders, functional heads, critical stakeholders and external partners for organizational success. Sir has affiliation with an NGO named SOS Children Village, Pune, India, where he is voluntarily sponsoring Girl Child. Can we have a huge round of applause for sir? The second panel discussion on the big debate, HR technology advances, will it take away the human element? So please.
I said I'm more comfortable standing, so thank you very much first of all. It's a privilege standing in front of all of you today on one of the most important topics, and thanks to the earlier panel also, which had such a fantastic discussion around technology and how HR can use technology. Since it's a big debate, I would like to start with asking questions to all of you. How many are for the debate saying that use of HR technology will take away human element? So how many says yes? Oh, only 4 people say yes, it will take away. And how many say no? Excellent. Thank you very much. Sorry? How many? How many are fence sitters? So, not decided yet. Okay, excellent. So, before we get into the big debate as such, my personal feeling, I would like to share my comments first of all. And I believe that use of technology is going to only enhance the HR effectiveness in an organization, and it is not going to take away the human element at all. But then there is about 100 years of experience sitting here in this particular panel, which is going to discuss about whether it is going to take away the human element. So what we are going to do here is we'll start with few introductions for a couple of minutes, each of the panel member 3 to 4 minutes, on sharing their perspectives on this particular topic, on whether they feel that use of technology is going to take away the human element. So I would request Advait, who is responsible as the CEO for Upon Management Consultants. He has been assisting a lot of companies to share his perspective around this particular subject, because there is a lot of companies that he has seen and he has been working with. So his experience is going to be very vital for us. So, Advait.
Thank you. Frankly, I'm surprised about the distribution between the A's and the No's, because we thought it would sort of split right in the middle. But I think there are only 4 or 5 people who say that, yeah, it will get affected, and most of you don't seem to agree. So I'm, without telling you directly what I'm for, I'm just going to share with you 3 or 4 experiences, 2 from the personal life, yours and mine, and 2 from my own experience with some of our clients. So, and then based on that, I think I'll leave it to you which side of the debate I am. So, since we are in Pune and I'm also Puneri, I'll start with a typical Puneri restaurant notice that, was perhaps as a WhatsApp joke, but it is not a WhatsApp joke. I'll leave you to a little bit of treasure hunt, as they say. So, you can find where this restaurant exists in Pune. Clue is it's not very far from your campus here. The restaurant has a board, says that no, we do not have Wi-Fi, we want people to talk to each other. Unlike the Starbucks and CCDs of the world where we would want to go because there is Wi-Fi available, this is a restaurant which has actually put up a board. Needless to say, the board is actually in Marathi. I've just translated it for you. And that's the kind of opening gambit, I would say. The other examples are from the corporate world. I'll just share an example without, of course, naming the company or the client. These are our clients. We are doing work with a manufacturing company based in Mumbai. Their office is in what they call Upper Worli or Lower Parel, and their plant is in the suburbs. And there is a head of HR who's been working there for 3.5 years now. We are doing some HR work with them, and I incidentally happened to ask him that, how's it up in the plant, etc., etc. And he said, I don't know. I said, what do you mean? When was the last time you visited the plant? And he said, I have never been to my plant. I said, how long you been working here? 3.5 years. I said, and how do you know what's happening in the plant? He says, I get MIS reports. Okay, so that's second example. Third, similar example, but for a different company. So it's, people will say, no, this is old economy example. I'll give you an example of a Delhi-based client of ours, which is a BPO kind of thing. It is a large part of a multinational company. They have several offices in India. And more or less, I got a similar example or similar kind of experience from the head of HR there. This time, he is a senior VP HR. He's working in that company for 7 years since its inception in India. And he travels to his branch offices not more than once a year. Only at the time of appraisals, that normalization part that happens across locations. And again, the reason is I don't need to, because I get everything. We are on a great, ERP suite. And for anything that I need is available on my tab, so I don't need to travel. And the last example, of course, is again from a client where they've gone in for, I know we've had a lovely discussion on the first panel in terms of different technologies available for HR people to help them. and there's a lot of talk of HRMS kind of thing. And therefore, you know, a lot of these software development people, the people who develop HRMS solutions or applications, also now have started things like, you know, you can give an appreciation badge to your employee based on, you know, there are different kind of badges. There is a intranet, you know, Facebook is not allowed, but then companies have created their own internal Facebook kind of applications to like and appreciate and thanks and, you know, those kind of things. And I know, you know, Kaustubh is here. I think his company also is into gaming because people want to use gaming for performance management and gaming for employee engagement. So again, it's a question of, you know, give your mood before you start a game, put a smiley, put a frowny, or whatever the English terms are. So these are just 3 or 4 examples from real corporate and personal life that I just wanted to start with. Now I think you would have an idea of which part of the debate I stand in. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaustubh. Great insight in terms of what you're trying to talk about. I would now request Dr. Narendra to talk about his experiences of last 30 years and probably toughest experiences. So I would probably like you to talk about your background in a brief and then probably your experiences.
Sure. So I worked with Tata Honeywell for 18 years, predominantly 12 years doing project management or automating refineries,